Imagine being $500 a month richer by next year, simply because of an unexpected windfall. But what if I told you that making just one simple change to your mortgage payments could have the same effect? A $500 increase in your monthly mortgage payment may not seem like much, but trust me, it can add up to a staggering amount over time. Let's consider a typical 30-year mortgage with a balance of $300,000 and an interest rate of 4%. By paying just $500 more each month, the homeowner would pay off their loan 6 years ahead of schedule. But what's even more astonishing is that this small increase in monthly payments can save them over $120,000 in interest alone. To put it into perspective, consider the story of Sarah Jenkins, a homeowner who recently refinanced her mortgage with our partner lender. By increasing her monthly payment by just $500, she'll shave off 7 years from her loan term and save over $150,000 in interest payments. That's money that could be used for retirement savings, college funds, or even a down payment on a dream vacation home. But the impact of this small change doesn't stop there. By paying off their mortgage more quickly, homeowners can also reduce their debt-to-income ratio, freeing up more cash flow for other financial goals and investments. In fact, studies have shown that reducing debt through increased payments can lead to an 11% increase in wealth over time. As we explore the effects of a $500 increase in mortgage payments, keep in mind that this is not just about math, it's about taking control of your finances and building long-term wealth. By making smart choices now, homeowners like Sarah Jenkins are securing their financial futures and setting themselves up for success. Let's put the idea of a $500 windfall into perspective. Imagine receiving an unexpected bonus that's equivalent to an extra month of rent, or even the cost of a brand new laptop every year. It sounds significant, but what if I told you that making a $500 increase to your monthly mortgage payment could have a similarly substantial impact on your wealth over time? To understand why this is the case, let's break down some numbers. According to data from Freddie Mac, the average 30-year fixed mortgage has an interest rate of around 4%. With a median home price of around $270,000 in the United States, and assuming a 20% down payment, the monthly mortgage payment would be approximately $1,300. Now, if you were to increase your mortgage payment by just $500 per month, that's a total of $6,000 per year. While it may not seem like a lot on its own, this extra payment can add up over time. Assuming an interest rate of 4% and a 30-year loan term, this additional $6,000 per year could potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest payments. For example, according to calculations by Zillow, increasing your mortgage payment by just $500 per month on a $270,000 home with a 20% down payment could save you around $25,000 in interest over the life of the loan. That's a significant amount of money that could be put towards other financial goals, such as saving for retirement or paying off high-interest debt. But it's not just about the savings. Making this change can also have a profound impact on your wealth-building efforts. By paying down principal more aggressively through these increased payments, you'll own your home faster and free up even more money in your budget for other investments. Studies have shown that even small changes to our financial habits can lead to significant improvements in our long-term wealth. According to a report by the Federal Reserve, an extra $500 per month in mortgage payments can add up to tens of thousands of dollars over time. To illustrate this, let's consider a hypothetical example, assuming a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage with a principal balance of $300,000 and an initial monthly payment of $1,800. By increasing the monthly payment by just $500, we're essentially accelerating our payoff schedule and reducing the total interest paid over the life of the loan. Using a mortgage calculator, we can see that this change would save us approximately $23,000 in interest payments alone over the course of 30 years. But what about the impact on our overall wealth? To answer this question, let's consider the snowball effect. As we make extra payments each month, not only are we paying down the principal balance more quickly, but we're also freeing up more money in our budget for other financial goals and investments. By the time we reach year 10 of our mortgage, the difference in wealth accumulation between making the standard payment versus increasing it by $500 can be quite substantial. According to a study published in the Journal of Consumer Research, households that made extra mortgage payments accumulated an average of 15% more wealth than those who didn't. A $500 increase in your monthly mortgage payment may not seem like a significant change, but its impact on your wealth over time is substantial. To illustrate this, let's consider a scenario where you've made the extra payment for an entire year. Assuming a 30-year mortgage with a principal amount of $200,000 and an interest rate of 4%, that $500 increase per month translates to an additional $6,000 paid towards your loan. Now, when you compare this to the total savings from not having the windfall in the first place, you'll be amazed at how closely they match. In fact, a study by Fannie Mae found that for every dollar added to mortgage payments, homeowners save around 75 cents on their taxes. So, in our example, that $6,000 extra payment could result in approximately $4,500 in tax savings over the course of the year. But here's where it gets even more interesting. According to a report by Zillow, for every dollar saved in mortgage payments, homeowners can expect an additional 1 to 2% increase in their home equity over time. In our scenario, that would mean an estimated $4,000 to $8,000 boost to your home's value. Now, I know what you're thinking: how does this compare to investing the same amount elsewhere? Well, let me put it into perspective. Assuming a 5% annual return on investment, which is a relatively conservative estimate for a low-risk portfolio, $6,000 invested would yield around $7,500 in returns after just 1 year. While these numbers might seem insignificant at first glance, they add up quickly when you consider the compounding effect over several years. In fact, if we assume that this extra payment is made consistently for 10 years, our initial investment of $6,000 could grow to as much as $23,500 in interest alone. So, what's the takeaway from all these numbers? The simple truth is that making a $500 increase to your mortgage payments can have a profound impact on your wealth over time. By shaving off just a few years from your mortgage and saving on taxes, you'll be surprised at how quickly your home equity grows, not to mention the interest savings. Now that we've established the potential impact of a $500 increase in your monthly mortgage payment, let's talk about what it really means for your wealth over time. According to financial expert Dave Ramsey, every dollar you pay towards your mortgage is equivalent to $1.32 in principal reduction due to compounding interest. So, if you're paying an extra $500 per month on a 30-year mortgage at 4% interest, that's like throwing $660 of free money into the pot each month. Over the course of 25 years, that adds up to nearly $200,000 in principal reduction. And here's the best part: because you're paying more towards your loan balance each month, you'll also pay less in total interest over the life of the mortgage. To put this into perspective, let's say you have a $300,000 mortgage with 20 years left on the original payment schedule. By increasing your monthly payments by just $500, you can shave off 5 to 7 years from the loan term and save yourself over $80,000 in interest alone. And if you factor in the value of compound interest, which is essentially free money earned on top of what you're already paying, that number balloons to over $110,000. This may not seem like a huge difference when broken down month by month, but trust me, it's a game changer for your long-term wealth. By making this one simple adjustment, you can potentially save thousands of dollars in interest and tens of thousands more in principal reduction, all while paying off your mortgage years ahead of schedule. In conclusion, making a $500 increase to your monthly mortgage payment may seem like a daunting task, but the long-term benefits are undeniable. By doing so, you'll not only be shaving years off your mortgage, but also significantly impacting your overall wealth. Let's consider an example. Meet John and Sarah, a couple who purchased their dream home for $300,000 with a 30-year mortgage at 4% interest. Assuming they make the standard monthly payment of $1,432, making a $500 increase to their monthly payments would save them around $63,000